All right, Professor Liu is going to teach you the coding. We finish the interface, the coding. The first coding is we are going to create our own sub procedure. And this sub procedure is not associated with any control. So we are going to put inside the form but outside any procedure. And if any variable here at this place is usually private, even though it's a procedure, it's still private. Okay, so let's start it right now. All right, so this once you press enter, you'll have the structure of the generate and display integer sub procedure structure uh, created for you. And for this structure, first we need two numbers. So we are going to have the first number here is a integer. So we say all right, so we have two number as integer. Then we also need to create our random objects. All right, so now we are going to create our random numbers, right? When the user click on grade 1, the first grade, we are going to generate random number are single digits. And grade 2, we are going to generate the random numbers are double digit. And this is how you write. You say if so if first grade is checked, then we are going to say integer random 1 equal to all right, and is we're going to do next is the next. All right, so second number we do the same thing. So if you check first grade, and we're going to create two random number. First, they are single digit, and otherwise we are going to create we're going to copy this. It's easier, okay? So otherwise we are going to create a random number, but they are double digit. So double digit, we are going to do this is 10 to 100. All right, so we complete this part right now. We say, all right, depend on what you're going to click. You click on first grade. We create a random single digit for you. And you click on second grade, it's a double digit for you. So right now, but we understand this is for grade school, first grade and second grade. They are only 6 years old, 7 years old. They do not understand negative number yet. So if you do subtraction 3 minus 5, they don't understand that's negative 2. Instead, they grade school student may think the question, was wrong. So in order to do that, we need to swap. So we're going to check this right now. So we say if um, radio button subtraction, if the subtraction was checked, so the student checks subtraction, and also another condition is this, and also the first number is smaller than the second number. So in both these situations happen. So if the first number, if the student then okay, if this right now, okay, so if check the subtraction, then the first number is smaller than second, we have to swap. We cannot just swap number 1 become number 2, number 2 become number 1, because its computer will lose the data. The two numbers will compete each other, will copy to each other. So what we need to do is we need to create another variable. It's called temp. And right then we're going to assign temp, the first number into temp. All right, so now if this situation, we are going to complete swap. So we swap these two numbers. So the student will not be able to see a negative number. Okay, they will not. Now once we finish, we're going to put the numbers. We got the random number and in this label. And this one is called label number 1. This one is called label number 2. So we're going to say label number 1 dot text and equal to, we're going to have our first is we need to convert it to string. We're going to convert to string. The number we're going to convert is integer random 1. All right, and to the second one, the second label box right there. So the second random number will be displayed. Let's run this program right now. So I build it, and I start without debugging. So first I have to put in somewhere. Okay, so for this program, even though I finish, I need to put inside the one of the grade. So let's do it right now. So I click on grade here, and I'm going to go grade and click event. So grade, then let me go to the event and go to click event and press enter. So at my grade event right here, and I am going to call this a call, and the procedure we write it already is called generate. And all right, so we do that. But because the grade 2 will do the same thing too, so we are going to do this. We can copy paste it here and Control C and go to grade 2, and this is grade 2 and click event. All right, we can do that, or we can So this way, two places do that. Or what we're going to do is we delete this one, okay, instead of doing that one. And the gray one here, we're going to give a name right here. We're going to call this and process. Okay, we're going to call this. So right here, I'm going to change a name for that. All right, so that's a hold on, that's a grade 1. I change a name for that. Then I go to grade 2 right now. When I go to grade 2 and click, and instead of click, I am going to choose this process grade radio button. Once I select this, and you notice grade 1 and grade 2 both are selected. Now let's run this program right now. So now if I click a grade 1, all right, just a minute. All right, so both will be generate the random number right now. So I'm going to click it. All right, so I go to grade 2 and grade 1. So grade 1 is single digit, grade 2 is double digit. All right, so I finish this part for the private subroutine, and I'm going to continue next